Hey, we are
Young Rival, and you're watching
AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I'd like to welcome you to an interview with Young Rival. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for taking the time to have a chat.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. So,
Anytime.
2 months back, you actually released your new record, Into Your Light. How are you guys feeling about the record? What's been one of the coolest things to happen since its release?
Feeling great about it. Really, probably the best thing to happen was the tour we just did with Born Ruffians, and got to see the States, got to travel all over the place and check out new stuff and check out the desert.
Yeah,
I haven't gotten to spend a lot of time in the desert.
I saw some videos.
Yeah.
We were just having fun. I feel like that was the time where like tour craziness kicked in, like van leg.
Totally.
That was,
We started going insane in the desert for sure.
Yeah, you lose your mind out there easily, but it's a good place to lose your mind because there's lots of free space to run around and
That's all
things
they
to
have
shoot a
there.
BB gun at. So that's a good time.
Yeah. Well, want to discuss the title track, Into Your Light. The first time I heard it, I didn't know who it was, and right away I was like, this is such a groovy psychedelic track. Like, so I had to check it out right away. I absolutely loved it. Can you just tell me a little bit more about the story behind the track?
Aaron D'Alessio.
The story about, like, lyrically, what the song is about?
Yeah.
I guess it's just really a tune about, I don't know. It's all, songs for me are really about stream of consciousness, and I just kind of put ideas together when I'm writing. And to say it's about one thing very specifically would be tricky to do, really. I guess ultimately it's about perseverance. But I'm really not good with describing songs and what they're actually about completely. But it's a tune about just
Perseverance.
Persevering.
I think I think that's a
It
good.
sums it up.
That's a pretty strong word to throw, and I think that
Yeah.
works. I'm gonna stand behind you on that.
Well, thank you.
I didn't even write the words for it, but that works.
Another song that we're digging in is also a really cool music video. It would have to be for Bent Out of Shape. Some really neat Beatlesque harmonies going on throughout that track as well. Where did your love of harmonies initially stem from?
Probably from
Probably
those
right
bands.
there.
Yeah,
Probably from the Beatles.
Yeah, we grew up listening to a lot of like 60s music, and I think that this record, I think, compared to our others, stands on its own. That's like a bit more of our own thing that we're doing. But that stuff's there. I mean, harmonies are just, it's such an undeniable aspect of music. So why not include 'em?
being a three-piece band, it's just another aspect that you can bring to the table for a live show, and just it's a whole other thing you can do. So we like doing that. It's a thing we like to do.
Aside from the Beatles, are there any bands in specific that you personally love who harmonize?
We did an Everly Brothers a while back, a cover. I mean, the Everly Brothers have a beautiful sound. It's so minimal, but yeah, they make good use of harmony, I think, and melody. And
The Kinks. I'm a
Kinks.
really big Ray Davies fan. They're a huge influence. Ray Davies is one of my favorite writers. I really dig him. They do great harmony stuff.
Any specific for you?
Beach Boys.
Going down the
Love
line.
the Beach
Oh,
Boys.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
they did a bit of that, eh?
They did some harmonies
They
in
did
that
a bit of
music.
A
harmonizing.
few here and there.
But yeah, they were like a big one for me growing up, so I think that
Yeah.
stuck with me.
Cool. And just going
Sort
back.
of Motown and stuff like that. It's just like another element that you can bring to the table, and just harmonies is a good way to go.
Yeah, for sure. Just throwing it back to the Born Ruffians tour. I was watching those tour documentaries, as I mentioned, and it just looked like you guys had a blast on the road.
Mhm.
If you could have hung out in one city, and not the desert, but from one city
An
for the
actual
day,
city.
which one would you have loved to have the day off and just been able to explore
Good question.
more?
You know what? I always feel teased by Chicago because
Yeah.
we've been to Chicago twice, and both
Okay.
times we played at Lincoln Hall. Beautiful venue, fun shows. But we've never had time, for whatever schedule reason, to really leave the block that the venue's on. And there's obviously, there has to be good stuff in
I've been
Chicago,
there
right? It's such a big city.
8 times in my
Yeah.
life. I love that city.
Mhm.
You guys got the pizza there?
No,
No, haven't had
never had a
Chicago
chance.
See,
pizza.
you're
That's what
missing
you're
out, the
supposed to do,
deep
yeah.
dish.
Right.
What have you
These
been
are the
in
things we
Chicago
miss.
8 times for?
Pardon?
What do you got going on in Chicago? You got a network down there.
No,
What's
it's for
happening?
me. Whenever I go with my family, we'll always grab deep dish, and
Oh,
I feel
nice.
like it's one of those spots too where you have to like unbuckle afterwards.
Right,
Yeah.
'cause you just
Well,
cannot.
that's good to know for next time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
definitely have to stop and grab that.
That's one of my wish spots to go back to, Chicago, for fun, for travels. or for a show, but just to have more time, like a day off, book like a day off after it, maybe intentionally.
It's hard to say too, though, because you just end up being a fly on the wall for a lot of those situations. You go and you see like all these beautiful cities, and then you kind of leave the next day, and you're not really sure what that place was all about. You kind of get these compartmentalized sort of understandings of where you are. Atlanta was really, really cool. I wish we could have stayed in Atlanta for a day and checked that out more, but also Atlanta's got some serious problems too, so I don't know if that would be. Yeah. It's interesting. I'm not sure. Austin would have been cool to check that out more. And
I mean, really, any city we didn't spend more than 6 hours in, maybe.
They all just melt together.
Yeah, I think any city we stopped at, we would probably be happy to go back and give it a second shot. But, I mean, not that there's any that were that bad
Yeah.
along the way at all.
Yeah, it's
All
great.
right. And then, of course, now you're touring on your own tour. You're playing Toronto tonight, Hamilton tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And then you guys, I guess, are taking some time off to just chill out.
Yeah, a few weeks, and then we've got some more Ontario shows.
Yeah.
Late January, I think, going over to Europe. So busy times, a little bit of downtime for the holidays.
Something cool.
Yeah.
Something cool, though, is for the show tonight, you actually have a mariachi band opening for
Yeah,
you.
we did.
So how did that come together?
I think it was John. John had this idea to have mariachi bands open for us everywhere.
Yeah, like I in an ideal world, every city we tour to, we would love to have a mariachi band start the night off because it's undeniably fun, happy music.
Totally.
Yeah, it's
And,
so
you know,
nice.
if you watch like 3 indie rock and roll bands play every night, your ears get pretty tired, I think. So it's a nice variance to like the typical rock and roll nightclub experience. And why not just spread some joy and make people happy along the way? Kind of sets a good mood, I think.
Yeah,
No, I'm
We'll
excited
find out. We'll
for
see what
it.
happens tonight.
I
This
think
is
they
the
may
first
have-
time?
This is the first
Yeah,
time we've
first
done it.
time.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
They
Testing
might
it
even
out in
play a
Toronto.
couple Christmas songs too.
Yeah.
Apparently, so
Oh, cool.
keep it festive.
Do you guys have favorite Christmas songs?
I really like, Night of Christmas.
Yeah, that's the one, I really hate that
One
one
of my
that comes
favorites.
on at the mall. You know that one that comes on at the mall?
That song
Yeah,
by that
Last,
band?
Last
That
Christmas is one of my least favorite
That is a
songs of
terrible
all
song.
time, not even just a Christmas song.
Really?
Do you know that one that goes, "Hey Santa, hey Santa"?
Yeah,
I just
I know
want to
that.
blow my brains
That's a
out
bad
when
one.
that sound walking the mall. It just drives me insane. I can't stand it.
Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. I like that one. White Christmas.
That's a good one.
Great
I mean, I
song.
keep on thinking of the ones I really don't like. The Paul McCartney one
That
is
one's
also
horrendous.
Yeah, the Paul McCartney.
Sorry, Paul, you messed up on that one.
So bad.
Yeah.
So bad. Yeah.
I like how we go from absolutely praising the Beatles to like, Paul.
That's
Sorry,
a
Paul.
whole other plane of existence of music for that. Yeah, that was.
I mean, if I had to pick a favorite, maybe like a classic. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't
probably
know the
that
words to them, but
Pogues,
like,
the Pogues song. I think they probably just should have stopped
Christmas time in
making.
New York.
Yeah.
like Joy to the World or something. Is there
That's a good
a
one.
classic, a classic standby to sing along to?
All right.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll go with
Yeah.
that.
And I just wanted to speak about Hamilton. The Hammer, Steeltown.
Yeah.
There, if we were to go with you guys for a day to hang out, where would you take us? What would we see?
We would start off at
Where
the
would
Devil's
we
Punch
go?
Bowl,
Where would we go,
overlooking the
John?
east end of the city, and then make our way. I've never actually been to the Devil's Punch Bowl.
It's really
Have you
nice.
not?
No.
It's a good spot.
I've been up there.
But we'd go there, I think, because that's a good starting point. And then,
Because you'd know.
because it's called the Devil's
Because we
Punch Bowl.
know. Yeah.
And then take you down to James Street North. You know, it's the kind of hip, revitalized area of downtown that has seen some success. I guess people like going there.
yeah.
Cute little shops and restaurants and stuff.
They are cute, aren't they, Jen?
Yeah, they're pretty cute.
They're lovely.
And then you got to check out the Bayfront because nobody ever goes to the Bayfront in Hamilton. Like
And
you can
you-
go
that's
there.
why
and
you
it's
gotta
nice
go.
Bayfront Park, and like no one's there. The geese hang out there. But it's
There's a
very
lot of
underused,
geese down there,
and it's a
yeah.
beautiful area, and there's nice little docks and boats and
However,
stuff.
right
so that's a
now
good
it would
spot.
be a nice place to show somebody, but it's kind of chilly. In the summer,
It's a bit
beautiful.
cold, yeah.
It's very nice.
Good point.
There's a nice marina down there. There's a boat club. There's a yacht club. There's yachts. There are geese. There's fishing. There's roller skating.
Yeah,
Okay.
lots of stuff.
Can you
Lots
guys,
of
can
activities.
you guys
There's a
roller skate?
Probably not.
Probably.
Probably not, and probably.
I think it's difficult.
I did it
I
once.
think I've done.
That was
yeah,
horrible.
I
I
did
did
one
one of those
actually about
things-
5 years ago, and I
Yeah?
that was pretty
You
good.
still got it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I still got it.
I did it once. If it was still open, that would be a spot to go. But what was the roller skating spot in Hamilton?
Roller Gardens.
Roller Gardens.
It's kind of spot you'd have like field trips to in Hamilton, like growing up. Like every
Okay.
single kid that went to school in Hamilton, I'm sure went to roller gardens.
And maybe get in a knife fight. You might get in a knife fight at roller gardens. You have to watch out for roller gardens.
Mhm.
They eventually shut it down. I don't
They
think
did,
that exists
yeah.
anymore.
No, it's gone. It's gone.
Was that on Rymal?
Yeah, it's in Stone Church or Rhymal or something.
Yeah. Okay.
What's another unique Hamilton thing that would be like an only in Hamilton experience?
Well, Hamilton. Go ahead.
Here's a unique experience. There's a hidden mini putt course within the escarpment that was abandoned maybe 20 years ago. It was originally part of a bowling alley. It's like amongst the escarpment. So if you know where to walk off this path, you can go into the woods and find a still playable mini putt course. Like it's kind of, there's lots of debris and you have to brush some needles out of the way every now and then. But it's if you bring your own putter and you bring your own ball, it's a good time.
Cool.
And
Very
it's pretty
cool.
unique to the city.
Are people still leaving putters? Putters and balls.
Putters and balls.
That's a tricky one. That's like red leather, yellow
Last
leather.
time I went, we brought our own.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right.
Like we came equipped.
I think
to
since
play.
it's abandoned, they probably
Yeah.
wouldn't have that stuff laying around.
Yeah, but there were people that were like leaving stuff
There's
behind
some
so
kind of
that you
hidden
could like,
communal
it's kind of
society.
like,
Yeah.
it's one of those things.
Like, yeah.
Treat it nicely.
Take a putter,
but
leave a putter. I don't know. What that it's like a weird
it's
bartering
like one
system.
of those. Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys have been a band for a while now. And obviously, being in a band such close corners with your friends, you get to learn some interesting things about one another over the years. Is there anything funny or quirky you've learned about each other that you could share with us?
We have learned everything.
quirk.
Yeah, I don't think,
There's nothing left to learn, and all of it is very uninteresting to me now.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what's interesting.
Yeah, what would we say? What would we
You're
say?
having a hard think about this.
I hardly know you guys at all, man. I don't
Yeah,
know.
man.
We know the ins and outs so well that it's like, what
What is
stone could
interesting
we
to somebody-
overturn that would be even like interesting?
Well, that's what I'm trying to think of. What don't we know about each other?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the thing there.
Like what
That's the
don't
thing.
or what would you
Like a
want to know that
Deep
would be
dark dive into our
exposed?
inner psyche. But we've been there. We've lost our minds in a
Oh, yeah.
confined space together.
Totally.
So
Yeah, like we fought,
We
we've
know-
made up, we've kind of done. we're just like brothers at this point.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
really
it's just
kind
family.
of yeah. You just kind of know the ins and outs of.
Mhm.
I
of
feel like I should be
everybody,
crossing
you
my
know,
legs right now too. Though.
Get it in, going this way.
Join. Now I feel like
There we
I'm doing
go.
it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Here we go.
Look at
Nice.
us.
Oh yeah, good.
Got something going here. We'll just wrap things
We
up.
do, yeah. It's
Yeah.
visually pleasing to me.
I like this.
I'm pleased
It's
by
like,
it.
I feel like we need to change our shoes too.
We're-
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel
yeah.
like we're mimicking that cover from Heim, the front
Oh,
cover.
where
they're all
the
doing this kind
green
of on
behind
like
them.
a lawn chair thing. Yeah.
Mm.
We'd also need sunglasses though
Right.
to make us look
Okay.
a lot cooler.
Maybe
Sunglasses.
That'll work.
They're probably not in a scary basement either, though. I
Yeah.
guess.
No, it's a lot sunnier.
We've been in much scarier basements.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What were they like?
There's one in Sudbury that's haunted.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Mhm.
So the story goes, in the basement of the Townhouse Tavern in Sudbury, it used to, I guess lots of miners used to stay there, and the story was that it used to be a brothel, and that there was a lady of the night that still haunts the basement. We have yet to see any activity,
But
we've
it's
just heard the
creepy
stories.
down there.
But it is a
It's
creepy
creepy.
basement, whether or
No
not you believe in
Victorian
ghosts.
style ghosts.
Yeah.
Didn't you see a Victorian style ghost, John?
I don't know if I wouldn't say he was Victorian. He was like more of a modern ghost.
Okay.
Modern ghosts.
Yeah.
John claims he saw a ghost
Yes.
on the road.
Whatever you want to call it. It was a guy that
apparition?
was screaming at us, and then he just disappeared.
He was screaming?
We were driving in a car, and then there was like a guy. So my buddy slammed
You
on his
saw a
brakes.
guy with a flashlight or an axe or something.
On
What's
this tour we saw.
Yeah,
a
on
weird
this
guy.
tour. You
Yeah,
saw
The
that
ghost
guy
had an axe?
when we were in the
Well, no.
mountains.
There's two stories that are colliding here. Both of them
Okay.
are kind of similar, but I think that guy on this tour was just a guy that nobody else saw but me.
John saw a scary guy in the mountains. He was the only one that saw him.
Yeah,
John claimed.
That
John,
guy had the axe.
this guy was carrying like a flashlight, and we were driving at night
Middle
through
of
the
nowhere.
mountains, between the middle of nowhere to nowhere.
Okay.
There was no like broken down cars or anything.
we were in
or-
between. Nowhere.
Are you sure that wasn't
Nowhere
the,
was
the
here.
van leg kicking in?
Well,
Nowhere
I
was
don't know.
over
That's
here.
the thing. It's like we were
Somebody
driving,
yelled some. I think Luke saw.
and there I saw this
I
guy
don't think he
walking
did.
on the shoulder
Did
in
he?
the pitch darkness of the
Yes.
mountains. And I was like, "What? Did anyone else see that?" And everyone was like, "No." It's like there was a guy just walking, like carrying a flashlight, and then somebody I think saw somebody, and I don't know.
Then everybody got into a bunch of ghost stories.
And then the other ghost story is that this guy jumped in front of a car, he slammed on our brakes, he was holding a crowbar, he screamed, and then he just disappeared. And my three other friends of mine all saw him.
Ladies and gentlemen, John saw a person disappear. He saw somebody disappear.
I wish
you
I could
believe it?
explain it.
I think
I
you
wish
did.
I could
I get
too.
it.
Well,
I'm gonna be talking to like a psychiatrist about this one day.
you have explained it. You don't need to wish
Yeah.
about it anymore. You've
Well, I
you've
was
explained it
thinking
to
about
us
that
a
day.
bunch of times. You saw the guy disappear, and
That's
it.
all there is.
It's been explained.
That's all there is to it. That's a ghost for you.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, just on that note, I think it's a great note to wrap things up on.
All right.
Merry
On
Christmas.
operations. Yeah, for the last question, anything you want to say to your fans who are going to be viewing?
Is this specifically regarding tonight? Will they? Oh, this is
Anything.
Anything.
Anything
Well,
you wanna
for our
say?
existing fans, thank you for your support over the years.
Rock
For-
and roll.
For our new fans that we just acquired through our ghost stories, we look forward to meeting you.
Yeah, we probably picked up a few there.
Yeah, thanks. It's nice to have you.
Totally.
Yeah, we'll see you around.
just-
See you at
yeah,
a show or something.
Absolutely. Just thank you so much for your time, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for having us.
Yeah, no, it's my
Appreciate
pleasure.
it.
And remember, everyone viewing, you can visit us at amusicblogger.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite bands. We'll see you next time.